everybody, this is our video of us leaving Crofton and going on our way to Devizes.
Yeah, so we was in last week's vid, we was at Crofton pumping station. We've now left there, now going up the 7 locks.
Yep, 7 locks.
We'll reach the summit of the Kennet Avon, which is the highest point of the Kennet Avon.
Borders.
2 little border terrorists. Terriers just walked past the window. Yeah, where was I before I was rudely interrupted?
Making our way up the 7 locks to the Crofton top lock.
Yeah.
Through Bruce's tunnel.
Through Bruce Tunnel.
And then down 4 locks into Wootton Rivers.
Yeah, so we're at the, we just come through Crofton top lock. So we're now at the highest point of the canal. So we've come up the Kennet Avon to Crofton where the pump house is, and we're now on the last stretch before we go through Bruce Tunnel. And not too apprehensive about this one because it's only 502 yards long. So a baby one compared to some of the ones we've done, and hopefully there'll be nothing in it and it'll be nice and straight. We'll see when we get there.
So once we get to Wootton Rivers, there's a
nice long stretch.
Oh yeah, without any locks.
Without any locks, so we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, we are.
That lock was Wootton Rivers bottom lock. Now that is our last lock for about 15 miles until we get to Devizes. From Reading to here, there's been a lock on average about every 3/4 of a mile, so it's going to be nice 15 miles without locks.
Yeah, so we go past Wootton Rivers and a little bit further on, and to get moored up, and Mark manages to moor
a 60-foot boat in a 58-foot gap.
He's getting really good.
Getting the hang of this mooring lark. Yeah, and we wanted to get here. We'd where we are, or where we were, we'd been recommended by fellow cruisers who'd gone ahead, done a little recce for us, and they'd moored there for a couple of days. So they were nice moorings, nice pub and restaurant there, and it's your birthday that weekend, so that was why we moored there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because it was Deb's birthday weekend, I was not allowed to do a
right nice pint, and the reason was it was very busy. And it was only a very small place, and
Deb gets a little bit conscious when
when Mark starts
get the camera out
talking really loud, because everybody, it's one of those places where as soon as you start talking, you know people are listening.
Yeah, so I do apologise for that.
No, right nice pint. Sorry.
All right, it's Friday, 3rd of May. I always forget, and it's Deb's birthday.
Yeah.
I always mix it up with my sister's, which is the 4th of May. After 30 odd years, I should get it right. And where are we? She's 58, so she's not going to know. We're at something Wharf. Pewsey Wharf. Yeah. And we've had a celebration bottle of Prosecco, and we're now going out for a nice meal.
Yeah.
So see you when we get there. Right, where are we, Deb?
We are in the waterfront, just on Pewsey Wharf.
And why are we here?
We just had a date night, a lovely meal, white bait to start.
Oh, yeah, best white bait I've ever had.
Lamb shank.
Best lamb shank I've ever had.
And a gin and lemon cheesecake. We had that to share because we were full.
The first gin and lemon cheesecake I've ever had.
Yes.
Yeah, so
amazing.
Big thumbs up to the chef here.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it.
I will get his name.
yeah.
I will get his name. Yeah. Very, very
Recognise
nice.
him, but we are big viewers of Crime Watch, so that's probably weird.
Cheers. Yeah.
So it's 8:30. We're now leaving the
Waterfront.
waterfront at Pewsey Wharf.
Oh, mate.
Really nice meal.
I recommend it 100%. And the chef's name is Kevin.
Yeah.
And what a cook.
Chef.
What a sorry, chef.
So
what a chef.
we're now going to go back to the boat for a few more drinks.
Yeah. And thank you, Kevin, for a wonderful, wonderful meal for my birthday. Morning, everybody. We're now leaving Pewsey Wharf, just filled up with water, and we're on our way to Honey Street, ever closer to Devizes.
Yeah, so we'll get to Honey Street, stop there for
a couple of days,
couple of nights,
yeah.
and from there, I think you can see the
White Horse.
White Horse. There's like chalk cut
one
into
off.
the,
I think
one
a few,
of
isn't
one
it?
of a few in
Yeah.
the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll get some pickies or a little bit of footage with that.
Yep.
See you in a little while.
Bye.
I hope you're going to do the base plate.
Yeah, that's next job.
Well, we just come across a man in what looked like a dry suit. Not sure the difference between a dry and a wetsuit. Dry suit, standing in the canal, blacking the hull of his boat, and he's got his wife sitting on one side with the 2 bags of coal just to raise that water line up by an inch. I joked and said I hope he's going to do the base plate.
Yes, that was lovely. The cruise to Devizes.
Yeah, it's weird. It just seems. I think I've mentioned it in earlier videos where we've said things are starting to turn green. We'd gone from bare trees to those little lush green buds coming out, but it just seems, and you don't notice it. Everything's in full, vivid green,
lush, beautiful green.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, really makes it a pleasure. Yeah. And
so, you.
Yeah, so just before Devizes, we met a fellow narrowboaters, Karen and Jem.
Yeah, Flag Day was going past. Flagged us down for a little bit of a chin wag.
Yeah,
on Narrowboat. Snuggle Pug, Puggle Snug, Pugwash.
Snuggle Pug.
Yes.
Yeah,
Narrowboat Snuggle Pug.
Yeah.
They're viewers of our channel, so we had a little chat with those.
Yeah.
Recommended where I could get my new Wow Gulper pump from.
Yeah.
And he even was good enough to get in touch with the marina where we was going to go and notify them that we'd be coming in for a pump. So
that was
cheers
really
for that,
nice.
Jem. Yeah, then we caught up with Steve and Tracy from Narrowboat Candlelight and arranged with them to actually go down the Caen Hill Flight with those.
Yeah,
it's so much easier if you've got two boats in a lock, whether you're coming up or going down.
And it makes ecological sense as well with the water.
Because you're using less water. You're getting two boats down for every lock of water. Yeah, so we done the first, because there's 29 locks in the whole flight. We've done the first 6. They'd already got there. We've done the first 7 on our own. First 7, met up with them in the pound above the Caen Hill Flight.
Yeah.
Got up in the morning, and I think we started about 9 o'clock.
No, 8 o'clock when it opened.
8 o'clock.
That was 8 o'clock.
Yeah. So
on the dot.
Started at 8 o'clock with the help of the volunteer lock keepers.
Lovely guys.
Nice bunch of guys. I think they vary each day, but really helpful, and
Yeah.
we got down in
2 hours and 10 minutes.
2 hours and 10 minutes. weren't a record
No.
or anything.
We didn't rush.
no,
We weren't rushed.
It was a personal best for us.
Yeah, and it was a lovely day, so
weather
you
was
just
on our
enjoyed
side.
it. You really did enjoy it. Yeah.
So the first lock of the Devizes flight going downhill. We've got the wonderful volunteer lock keepers helping us.
Well, as you can see, we've started. We've done one lock. We're now in the second. We've got some help with the volunteer lock keepers. They're absolutely brilliant. We're actually going down with Tracy and Steve. We've got 2 boats in a lock, so we're saving water as well.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
What's the first lock of the day done, Steve?
Brilliant.
Yeah, we've got the lock keepers with us, so it's going to be nice and easy today. That's 4 locks done. Yeah, so at this rate we should actually do the flight in about 2.5 hours, which is good.
So we're at lock 34 and there's 2 boats now coming through. So we've got to do some jiggery pokery to get them 2 through to there and us 2 into there. And the lock keepers have said it'll be like poetry in motion.
Yeah, so I don't know whether you can see behind us, but we've got 2 boats now coming up through the lock. So me and Steve have come out of our lock and we've had to part to let these pair through.
So looking up there you can actually see how many we've already done. We've got about 3 or 4 to go. Didn't we do well?
Getting nearly down to the bottom of the flight, and it's all thanks to the help of these guys. Stars.
Boat came up, didn't it?
So this one's the last one on this
On the 16, yeah. On the Caen Hill Flight. We're back on the Devizes flight now.
I believe they could come through, mind you, with you guys, yeah.
Well, a couple of hours usually, so.
All up ready in time for beer o'clock Friday.
Yeah. The Magpies is pretty close to the canal.
So this is where I hand over to Mark for the boring bit.
The boring bit. This is the bit you enjoy. Now, for those of you who don't know about the Caen Hill Flight of locks, I think it was the route for this particular part of the canal. It was all surveyed and designed by John Rennie. It was all commissioned by the Kennet Avon Canal Company, and I think they finally opened it in 1810.
I think that's what you said, yeah.
Yeah, so there's... Stay with me.
Yeah.
There's 29 locks, and I believe it's a rise of 237 feet in those 29 locks, which is a gradient of, so I've been told, 1 in 44. Yeah, so if you look at the aerial footage I took, round about the 11 minutes 11 seconds, look at the wooded area at the bottom right hand section of the picture. Now that area was where they dug out the clay and actually built the brickworks to supply all the bricks for building the locks and the bridges and bits and pieces on that section of the canal. Yeah, so as I said, it opened in 1810, and by 1818 there was 60 ton barges running between Bath and London. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was all done on pounds and pence per tonnage, which I'm not going to go into because I've been told it will make this video too long.
Yeah. That was interesting.
Oh, good. Glad you enjoyed that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
And there's more.
Yeah, with all the canals, once the railways come along, they all sort of fell into disrepair, and I think the last cargo boat through the flight was in 1948, and then by mid-50s it had totally closed down. You can I wanted to put some photos up of it in disrepair, but I'm not sure the copyright issues if I pinch them off of Google. But if you're interested in it, Google the restoration of the Caen Hill Flight, and you've seen the aerial pictures that we've put up, and to see it just dry, broken lock gates, the side ponds, pounds, just full of weed.
Yeah, and dried out some of them as well.
And this was, they didn't reopen that till the late 80s.
Yeah.
So our eldest daughter was born in 85, youngest in 89. So something that we've just come through and take for granted that it's always been there
forever. Yeah,
we wouldn't have been able to navigate that when our children were babies, and that's crazy. That sort of hits home that the amount of restoration work that has gone into these canals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're nearly at the end. Yeah, so by the late 80s, the restoration work had finished, and it was all open for passage of boats, and then the Queen in 1990 officially reopened it.
Yeah. And here we are today.
Yeah, loving it.
Yeah. Yeah, and we finally ended up at Sells Green.
Which we're actually moored on the canal directly outside the Camping and Caravan Club campsite that we was last October when we'd sold a house, and I think we covered this in video number 1, when we'd sold the house and we was doing our UK tour looking for narrowboats, and this was one of the places we came down to look at a boat. So it was quite weird now being on our boat, looking through the hedge at the caravan, where last October we was in our caravan, looking through the hedge at the narrowboats. Yeah, so that was nice.
Yes, it was lovely. Yeah, so we stayed there for a few days, had some wonderful weather, as you'll see, and we met a lovely family who've got their own channel, the Boat Family.
Yeah, Boat Family. Young, well, I say young, I didn't ask their age.
Abby, Stu.
In 30s. Abby, Stu, and there too.
Molly, and I think it's Izzy, but they call her Wiz. I think. Yeah,
but they've bought a wide beam, what they call a sail away, which is you buy it with the engine. It's been boarded out on the floor, ballast put in. You can sail it away, and then you fit it out yourselves. Well, these guys are slowly in the process of fitting their boat out.
Brilliant.
Travelling up and down the Kennet and Avon. They've got
Wonderful
some
life.
big future plans ahead, which if you check out their channel, you'll be able to see.
Wonderful family.
Yeah.
And I forgot to mention Patch, their dog.
Oh yeah, Patch, their dog. Yeah, yeah, he's a nice dog.
Yeah, it's a lovely dog.
Now I just see a little visitor fly in. Let's see if I can get in without scaring him off. Just got to wait for him to dive in and catch a fish now. We're moored outside the camping and caravan club site in Devizes, and we're joined with Steve and Tracy, and we're trying to out barbecue each other at the moment. I think it's a draw. I will update you on the score at the end of the barbecue. Yeah, so I think that about covers it for this week.
Yeah. So if you liked the video,
hit the like button,
please. Subscribe if you want to.
Yeah, if you haven't already.
A little bit more of it.
Subscribe.
Yeah, and also the bell icon.
Yeah, little bell icon next to the subscribe. If you hit that, then you'll be notified of any future videos that we put up.
Yeah, and any comments.
Yeah,
Love
keep
your
the
comments.
comments coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always interesting reading those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Bye.